The next game we're going to play is called GeForce Faggot. Now, it says GeForce FGT, so it's either GeForce Faggot or GeForce Fighter. I'm guessing it's GeForce Faggot. This is just another scrolling shooter, except this one's really easy. I mean, it's like, really easy. All you have to do is stay at the bottom of the screen, and nothing ever hits you. I mean, seriously, did they even test this game before they released it? That was a stupid question. Of course they fucking didn't! So this brings us to 10 problems, the big 1-0. After a whole 2 minutes of playing the game, it'll be over, only to find that it sends you back to level 1, much like in Illuminator. Oh god. The next game is Ooze, one of the game's first miserable platformers which will give you nightmares for the rest of your life. Now immediately as you start the game, you'll soon find that the controls are really fucked up, which becomes one of the most annoying things in the history of mankind. Let me tell you why the controls are so fucked up. Making your character jump is fucking ridiculous. Because the game is programmed so poorly, you can't jump while you're moving. Because if you jump while you're moving, your character decides that he's gonna stop moving and just jump into the air like a complete and utter asshole. This makes simple things like jumping over a hole a real fucking pain in the ass. So to avoid this problem, you have to make sure you're standing still before you jump and then start to move. But why? I mean, look at a game such as Super Mario Bros. All you have to do is press the fucking A button and Mario jumps. But no, Ooze has to be awkward. You have to stop moving, then press the A button, and then start moving again. Now if that's not a problem, I don't know what is. Anyway, let me explain the concept of Ooze for you. You have to play as this punk guy with green hair and a green jacket while you explore this green world and kill green slimes. Fuck, the game developers must have some obsession with the colour green. Although to be fair, there is this weird enemy right here. Don't ask me what the fuck it's meant to be. Killing or avoiding the enemies is more frustrating than being desperate for a shit while you're constipated. I mean, look at this scenario here. I killed this slime, but then somehow its corpse managed to fire a bullet out of nowhere and fucking kill me! Can you explain to me where this bullet is coming from? Because I sure the fuck can't. Oh, and while I'm on the topic of annoying ways to die, when you fall down a hole because of the crappy controls, your character comes out the top of the screen. Look, fall down hole, come out the top of the screen. Could this game get any glitchier? That's 2 problems I just mentioned, taking us to 13. Now funnily enough, level 2 of Ooze is 1,000,000 times easier than the first. The only enemies in the whole level are these pink raindrops. In fact, now that I think of it, everything in level 2 is pink. Kinda like in level 1 where everything was green. There are still these slimy fuckers, but they just sit there and mind their own goddamn business, unlike in level 1 where they got on the road. The best part of the game is level 3, where it crashes and forces you to finally quit this terrible shitfest. Game number 6, Silver Sword, one of my most hated games on the cartridge for its intense difficulty, which I'll talk about later. So in this game you start off beside what seems to be a puddle of sperm. Now I know it's supposed to be a boulder or something, but if it was a boulder you wouldn't be able to walk right over it like this. So it's a puddle of sperm. And it's also problem number 15. Now basically all you have to do in this game is walk around shooting silver swords at enemies, and I can't help laughing at how stupid some of these enemies look. In fact, let's take a look at them all. These guys look like yellow and blue crabs. This one looks like a fucking turd. If you look at this one closely, it has a big resemblance to Mankey from Pokemon. There's also a blue Mankey, and trust me, this is the only time you'll ever see a blue Mankey in your life. Anyway, there's also some sort of pink centipedes, although I'm not sure you can actually get pink centipedes. And this is just a fucking shield with the letter S on it, and this looks like a juicy bit of steak. Crabs, turds, monkeys, centipedes, shields, and a juicy bit of steak. What more do you expect from Action 52? Now as I said before, this game can get ridiculously hard. Just take a look at this situation for example. Did you see that? Those centipedes came down so fast I barely had time to fucking react. Do you think that's a problem? I think that's a fucking problem. And for those of you who are wondering, no. Nothing happens when you complete the game. It just sends you back to level 1. The 7th game on this son of a bitch compilation is called Critical Bypass, and it's worth mentioning that the game developers can't spell for shit because critical absolutely does not have a Y in it. The first sign that the game's gonna suck, and problem number 17. Oh my god. What is this? Fuck me. This game is an absolute fucking disgrace. To start with, the background's a bit of an eye strain. I mean, it stands out more than the ship you're meant to be controlling. And what the fuck kind of ship is this anyway? It's either some kind of crazy UFO or a rubber ring. Also, don't get me started on how fucking hard it is to actually hit the enemies. You see, your ship shoots in the direction you're going in, so if you want to shoot upwards, you can't just press the fire button and up at the same time. Oh no, you have to go up first and then press the fire button. But sometimes you can't fucking go up because there's a block in the way, so you either have to get hit by the enemy or commit suicide and crash into the block. Now I'm no expert at this game because I don't fucking want to be, but it seems like one of the few chances you have of surviving is when no enemies show up. I'm serious, this entire game is almost based on luck. You see, notice right there, there's no fucking enemies. They only show up when they fucking feel like it. Kinda like the boss from Star Evil. Problemo number fucking 18. Now I've tried looking for differences, but level 1 and level 2 are pretty much the same, and they're both completely based on luck. Level 3 isn't that much different either. One technique I did find that was somewhat effective was trying to outrun the enemies. But as you can see, you have to be extremely careful not to crash into any blocks, which does require some extremely fast finger movements on the D-pad. In general, this is a game to avoid. Not that any of the other 51 games are worth playing. Oh, and as you probably might guess, nothing happens when you complete the game, it just sends you back to the first level. Game number 8, Jupiter Scope. This is actually one of the easiest games on the cartridge. But damn, is it boring! All you have to do is shoot down these meteors to save the city from... Well, actually I don't know why you have to shoot down the meteors. I mean, nothing happens if the meteors hit the city. Wouldn't it be a bit more realistic if they added a few explosions or some fire? It's like as soon as the meteors hit something, they disintegrate into nothing and disappear. What if that happened with the dinosaurs? They'd be all like, what the fuck? Anyway, because you don't have to worry about saving the city, and you don't have to shoot down every single meteor, this means that you can just press the A button all day and make very slight movements every so often. But let me tell you, this is not fun. The whole game can take a good 45 minutes to an hour to complete. I mean, can you imagine pressing the A button for a fucking hour? Now I know what you're thinking. Surely it can't take that long. Oh, it can, Sonny Jim. It can. In an average scenario in this game, the meteors fall down way too fast to even get close to shooting them. This means that you just have to shoot randomly in the sky like a crazy duck. This wouldn't be that bad if you didn't have to shoot down 310 meteors. Yes, that's right. To complete the game, you have to shoot down 310 fucking meteors. Now, because the meteors fall down so fucking quickly, it's very easy to miss them. Meaning you can only shoot down about 3 to 5 meteors a minute. There are 310 meteors to shoot down in the fucking game! Do the math. No matter what you do, this game cannot be done quickly. And do you want to know what you get for all your effort? You get absolutely fuck all. The game just sends you back to level 1 like every other fucking game on the cartridge. Now because this game takes excessively long to complete, we're going to add that onto the problem counter. There, 19.